And this is Karen.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Shane.
Today we're looking at part 2 of Do Your Homework about budget airlines. And the vocabulary words are essential.
Essential.
This is an essential step, so we can't skip it.
Reservation.
Reservation.
I called the restaurant and made a reservation for 7:30 tonight.
All right. Detail.
Detail.
Please send me the details about next month's event.
Sure. Code.
Code.
Text the code 12345 to the number on the screen to get this great deal now.
All right. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
One disadvantage of this apartment is that it is quite small. Just like the seats on the budget airlines.
That's right, in the leg room on a budget airlines.
Very, very small.
So we're going to talk about some more things you need to be careful about if you're going to get a budget airline ticket.
That's right.
So last time we did mention about how much space there is.
That's right.
On the plane. So what are some other problems?
And also, it's a good idea just to pack light, you know? Just bring a carry-on luggage, because if you want to check in your luggage, you will be charged by the weight.
Also,
It can be very pricey.
Also, you need to be sure about when you're going, because it's quite difficult to cancel a ticket. Sometimes you can't cancel it.
You're right.
Or if you do cancel it, you have to pay money. Or if you want to change the time, you have to pay money.
However, they will probably cancel on you or
Yeah.
probably push back the time.
That's happened to me several times when they just change the time. Maybe the next day, instead of the original day, they'll say it's going to be the next day and a different time. Sometimes, one time, they change like 4 times.
Are you serious?
So you got to be careful.
Okay, so your time has to be very flexible.
True.
All right.
All right.
But you can still save a lot of money by taking budget airlines.
Right.
Right? Okay, let's learn more about them. Enjoy.
Do your homework about budget airlines.
Budget airlines may be more economical, but there are a couple of things about them to take into consideration. First, they use airplanes which are designed to hold the most seats possible. This means that you will have very little personal space while flying. Second, they sometimes fly to lesser-known airports instead of traditional ones. Make sure you know where a flight lands before buying a ticket.
Today's lesson is called Do Your Homework About Budget Airlines, Part 2. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Budget airlines are those airlines with the super low, great prices so you can take a holiday and save lots of money over the other old traditional airlines. But yesterday we learned that you should do your research first. Maybe that price is low because it's only for a one-way flight. Also, if you're bringing any kind of luggage, even a little bag to carry onto the plane, find out the rules. You might have to pay for it. And if you're hungry, well, you should prepare in advance. They might not offer you any food or drinks unless you pay a lot more for it.
On short flights, budget airlines will not offer you food, okay? If you want food, you're going to have to pay for it through the nose. Anyways, let's go ahead and read on here and learn some more about budget airlines. Budget airlines may be more economical. They might be cheaper. They might be more affordable. They might be inexpensive. But there are a couple of things about them to take into consideration, okay? These are things that you need to think about, all right? First of all, they use airplanes which are designed to hold the most seats possible. More seats, everyone, equals less leg room, less space for you and your legs and every other part of your being.
There you go. This means that you will have very little personal space while flying. You might find the chair a little bit tighter. You might find the chair in front of you a little bit closer.
Oh, that's the worst.
So if you're tall or if it's a very long flight, you might want to think about choosing a budget airline. Second, they sometimes fly to lesser-known airports instead of traditional ones. So you might be thinking you're flying to Bangkok, but you might not be going to the big international airport. You might be going to a smaller one that is further away from the city and maybe doesn't have the train connections and things like that. So make sure you know where a flight lands before buying a ticket. And in cities like London, which has 4 or 5 airports, New York has 3 or 4, this can be a big difference. So do find that stuff out too. You don't want to be surprised by landing and going, where am I?
Am I even in Thailand? Do you speak the Thai language? Anyways, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。搭联航可以省钱，不过啊，如果有一些细节不注意的话，反而会害你花更多钱哦。像飞机上面，他们不提供免费的餐点，当你肚子饿想吃东西，或是口渴想要喝东西，就必须多付点钱才能享用了。刚刚 Jeff 老师用到一个片语叫 pay through the nose。后面可以接 for something， 这可以用来表达为某个东西花过多的钱，或者是买某个东西被敲竹杠了。好，对廉价航空来说呢，飞机可以容纳越多座位越好嘛，所以你就会发现机上座位的个人空间非常非常小，而且他们有时候呢会飞到一些比较不有名的机场，而不是传统机场。所以在买机票之前，你一定要先确认航班是降落在哪里，否则啊，你从这个冷门机场要到市区的交通费，反而会害你荷包大失血，或是浪费更多的时间。好，文中的 lesser known。lesser known， 它是用来表达比较不有名的，或是比较不为人所知的。解剖课文中
Do your homework about budget airlines.
It's also essential that you read the cancellation policy. Most tickets aren't refundable, and changes in reservations cannot be made. Then, when booking, use an email address you check often. Not only will you receive your flight details, but you can also get promotional codes to be used on future flights.
Okay, so these are some things that you need to take into consideration before you book your ticket on a budget airline. Now let's go ahead and move on. Part 1's out of the way. Part 2. It's also essential that you read the cancellation policy. This is so important.
Absolutely. That's why we're calling it essential. This adjective means very important or necessary. Water is essential for human life. If you have a job, it's essential that you pay your taxes. These are things you must do. So you must check out this cancellation policy. It's essential. Another way we could use this word, this is an essential step, so we can't skip it. There's lots of things when you travel that are essential, like bringing your passport. The cancellation policy would be if you can't make that trip. Maybe you're sick, maybe your plans changed, or maybe there's something you can't control, like a typhoon comes along. Well, some airlines, if you pay a low price, the understanding is that if anything goes wrong, you don't get your money back.
Yes, when we're dealing with budget airlines, most tickets aren't refundable. Okay? You can't get your money back. And changes in reservations cannot be made. So, typhoon, earthquake, you're late, too bad. Make a new reservation, pay us even more money. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the word reservation right now. A reservation is a booking, okay? If you make a reservation, let's say, you have someone at a company hold a seat for you at some point, let's say on a plane, or you might call a restaurant and say, hold me a table at that restaurant ahead of time. Hold it for me on this day at this time. Those would be reservations. Usually, though, with an airline, you'd be making a booking. You'd be booking a seat ahead of time so that you can take a flight. For example, I called the restaurant and made a reservation for 7:30 tonight. They'll be holding the table for us.
All right, then it says when booking, use an email address you check often. It says not only Will you receive your flight details, the important information, where, when, the flight number, that kind of thing. So not only will you receive your flight details, but you can also get promotional codes to be used on future flights. In the same way that if you shop through a website enough times, they might send you a little coupon or a way to save money on something else you might buy in the future. But the most important thing is to keep track of your flight details. Details, or a detail, this noun is precise information. The kind of thing that's not kind of or sort of or around. It's exactly. It doesn't really help if you show up for your flight around 4 o'clock, because if your flight leaves at 3:45, well, you're around 4 o'clock, but now you're late. So you want the details. You want the exact, precise, careful information. Please send me the details about next month's event. I want to know all the important facts so I can be there.
You know, what time are you holding the event? Where is it going to be located? What should I wear? So on, so forth.
Do I need to bring a gift?
These are all details. They're all important. Now, we also have this word code to talk about. It's a noun here. Yes, a code here is a series of characters that has a special meaning or a hidden meaning. Okay, this code is going to have a special purpose for you, or it can be used to organize something. But for the most part, when an airline sends you a code, you're going to have to present that to someone later on to make it clear that you can get on that flight, let's say. That's going to identify you. That'll be the code's special purpose in this case. For example, text the code 12345 to the number on the screen to get this great deal now. If you text any other code, you're not getting the deal. Okay. All right, folks. It's time for us to take a break, but we're happy and we'll be back soon.
还有一点非常重要哦，就是你一定要阅读取消条款。大多数的机票是不能退的，而且不能更改预定的航班。那在你订票的时候，应该要使用你比较常会收信的那种电子邮件，因为当你订票成功之后，航空公司通常就会把这个订票代码以及航班的详细资讯寄给你，有时候也会寄一些促销代码或者是优惠资讯。好，这边出现4个单字 essential。Essential， 它是形容绝对必要的或者是不可或缺的，是当形容词。那么 reservation 这个名词它表示预定、预约，像旅馆房间、餐厅座位的预定都可以用这字来表达。下一个单字是 detail， 它是名词，表示细节或是细目。那 Mike 老师在解释单字时用到 precise 这个形容词 ，precise 它是拼作 P-R-E-C-I-S-E， 那这个字是形容精确的或者是确切的。好，至于 code 它表示密码或是代码，像 promotional code 就表示促销代码，其中这个 promotional 它是用来形容宣传的或是推销的。好，另外文中的 refundable 它表示可以退还的或是可退钱的。cancellation 这个名词则表示取消。接回到课文中。
Do your homework about budget airlines.
You can also save money by wearing your luggage, literally. You may be charged by weight for your bags, but not the clothes on your back. Therefore, it's smart to wear heavier items and put stuff into your pockets. Despite these disadvantages, budget airlines do offer cheaper flights than traditional airlines. With careful planning, you can soon be saving money and flying high.
All right, budget airlines, they want to help you save money, right? Not really, okay? They're going to charge you less for your ticket, but everything else is going to cost you more. Anyways, if you do want to save money, here's a good tip. You can also save money by wearing your luggage. Literally, yeah, wear your luggage.
And we're not talking about putting a bag on your back or a strap around you with a bag attached to it. We've already talked about bags. They'll charge you for almost anything you bring, so why not bring things on you? You may be charged by weight for your bags, but not the clothes on your back. Therefore, it's smart to wear heavier items and put stuff into your pockets.
Wear your coat. It's heavy. Put it on your person. Don't put it in your bag. And put as much stuff in your pockets as will comfortably fit. They can't charge you for that stuff.
So you fill your pockets with socks and underwear and all the other
Well,
things
socks
you
and
need?
underwear aren't particularly heavy.
Oh,
They're not going to weigh
bags
you
and
down in
cell
your
phone
bag.
chargers and
Cell phone chargers.
books,
There you go.
things like that. Okay.
You travel with a lot of books?
Well, one or
Do
two.
you carry your dictionary with you?
No, but one
Never
or two.
mind.
I'll bring it with me. Despite these disadvantages, budget airlines do offer cheaper flights than traditional airlines. So if you want to travel on a budget, if you're a young person, a student, budget airlines might make a lot of sense, but do your research. There could be disadvantages to budget airlines, but the high cost is a disadvantage to the traditional airlines too. So there's a good side to everything. A disadvantage, this noun, is basically a negative, a drawback, a bad thing about this situation. We can have advantages, which are good things that help you, or disadvantages, which are not so good things, which might make your life a little more difficult or make this option not quite so attractive. For example, one disadvantage of this apartment is that it is quite small. An advantage might be it's right next to the MRT station.
Great location. It's just a little bit small. So there you go. Advantage, disadvantage, pro and con. Anyways, folks, let's go ahead and wrap up our article. With careful planning, you can soon be saving money and flying high. Yes, if you make sure to take care of all the details, you can fly well on a budget airline and save that sweet, sweet cash. All right, folks, that's it for our article, but we still have to ask and then answer the one big question. Mike, after reading the article, would you still consider taking a budget airline?
Well, for me, distance and time are reasons why I wouldn't want to take a budget airline. Usually when I fly, it's back to Canada to see my family. It's a long flight and I'm gonna get hungry. So I think a traditional airline would give me a bigger seat and food. But if I was traveling a short distance, like say to Thailand for a quick holiday, yeah, I might think about it.
Good idea. All right, folks, with that, our time is up and it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
虽然联航的行李限制比较严格，不过还是有变通的方法。你可以把行李穿在身上来省钱。你没有听错哦，真的就是字面上的意思。这不是说你用带子把行李绑在身上，而是把一些比较重的物品放在身上。像我之前选在冬天去热带地区玩啊，就会把这个羽绒外套穿在身上，把相机挂在脖子上，把手机放在口袋里来减轻行李的重量。虽然你在热带地区要登机的时候看起来很蠢，可是为了省钱就只好这样了。文中一个补充单字叫 literally。这个副词它表示照字面上的意思，照字面地。好，它也可以用来表达确实地或是不夸张地。那 Mike 老师用到 strap 这个字，它是拼作 strap。strap 当名词可以用来指束带啊、皮带或是带子。好，总而言之，虽然联航有不少缺点，可是经过仔细的规划，你还是可以用少少的钱到处去旅游哦。那我们最后来看单字 disadvantage，它表示缺点、不利因素。那它的相反词就是拿掉字首 dis， 变成 advantage，它表示优势或是有利条件。那老师们提到 drawback， 它是拼作 drawback， 这个字也可以用来表达缺点、短处或是不利条件。好，老师还有提到 pros and cons。Pros and cons 就表示利与弊、优点和缺点。那么 pros 拼作 pro，con 则是拼作 con。好啦，以上是这些讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。那今天要介绍的文法重点有3个，第一个是形容词 economical 的用法。第二个是 take something into consideration， 第三个是 not only but also。我们先来学形容词 economical 的用法。好，要学这个单字，我们应该先从名词开始。Economy 就是经济啊，经济情况、经济体制。不过 economy 它也有节约的意思，像 fuel economy 就可以用来指车辆的油耗，也就是说你的汽车跑起来省不省油。好，那 economy 也可以摆在名词前面来形容它是节约的、经济的，像 economy class 就是经济舱。好，那我们接着就来学形容词 economical。economical 它表示经济实惠的或是省钱的、节约的。像如果你说 This small car is very economical， 就表示这辆小车它非常经济实惠。另外一个形容词叫 economic， 是不是很像 economic？ 好，现在是 economic， 它是形容经济上的、经济方面的、经济学的。好累哦，要怎么区分呢？这边提供同学们一个小技巧，你想要省钱呢，你就必须多付出一点努力，你就要背长一点的单字，所以那个比较长的单字 economical 字母比较多，那就是省钱的、节约的，然后另外一个字母比较少 economic 就是经济的，跟经济学相关的。好，接着我们来学 take something into consideration。好 ，consider 它有考虑的意思，那它的名词 consideration 就是考虑、斟酌。Take something into consideration， 字面上的意思就是把某件事情拿进来考虑，那就是说把某件事情列入考虑咯。例如 You need to take the weather into consideration while planning the hike。 你在规划登山健行的时候，必须把天气列入考虑哦。好，最后我们来学 Not only but also。这个用法大家应该听到滚瓜烂熟了吧？老师只要一说 Not only， 学生就会回 But also。好，那 not only but also 它是配对连接词，你必须用它来连接对等的字词啊，或者是子句。那我们今天就着重在连接子句的部分。在连接子句的时候啊 ，not only 通常会摆在句首，然后它后面的子句就要倒装，也就是说你要把助动词或是 be 动词去移到主词的前面，变成 not only 助动词，主词加动词，或者是 not only be 动词加主词。好，那至于后半句的 but also 它要连接子句的时候呢，你这个 also 其实可以省略不用，那要用的话，它就必须摆在一般动词之前或是 be 动词之后。所以我们来看完整的句型 ，not only 助动词，主词加动词，逗号 but 主词加上 also 加动词，然后 also 可以省略，或者是 not only be 动词主词，逗号 but 主词加 be 动词加 also， 然后 also 也可以省略。例如 Not only did she clean the windows， 空格。好，我们来试试看哦。她不止把窗户清洗好了，她也扫过地了。那我们考考你哦，请问后半句要说 But also she swept the floor， 还是 But she also swept the floor？ 想想看。好，因为 also 它要摆在一般动词前面，所以是 Not only did she clean the windows, but she also swept the floor。再来出一题哦 ，Not only are sweet potatoes delicious， 空格，地瓜含吉不但很好吃，而且还有益健康。那请问你后半句我应该说 But also they're good for your health， 还是 But they're also good for your health？ 想想看，动动脑。好，答案是 But they're also good for your health， 因为我们的 also 要摆在 be 动词的后面，所以整句念起来是 Not only are sweet potatoes delicious, but they're also good for your health。顺便补充一下，句型里面的 also 你也可以用 as well 来代替，不过 as well 要摆在句尾，所以刚刚那个例句最后面你也可以把它改成 But they're good for your health as well。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
请假时会问的相关问题，英文怎么说？欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是悠悠。请假可以，但是你有没有找到职务代理人？
今天跟大家分享这个职务代理人英文怎么说？
没错。
一 Do you have a moment to discuss my leave? 二 I'll grant you a leave, but you need to find coverage. 3 Somebody has agreed to cover for me.
请假一定要学会一件事情，
对，
就是你要婉转的问，好，婉转的说，
对，
啊，那个可以有时间，我想讨论一下，我想请假的事情，那老板，
对对
对，
婉转一点嘛，对，
婉转
不能直接问，就是说老板我要请假，准不准啊？不是啊，你要先说 Do you have a moment to discuss my leave?
Do you have a moment to discuss my leave?
对你有没有时间讨论一下我请假的事情？
这时候主管就一定会说，哦，那你可以啊，那你的工作是要给谁做职务代理人呢？
就是有交给职务代理人的吗？这个简单的说法啊，其实就用 cover 这个字就好了。
Cover，
cover 呢就是会去 cover，
Cover
好难哦，好难解释哦。OK，
就这意思。
对 ，cover 呢就是他会去帮你做
你的事情，
帮你擦屁股之类啊。比如说 Jack will cover for me when I'm away。Jack
will cover for me when I'm away。
对，所以我不在的时候呢，Jack 会代理我的工作啦。
不过这真的要多教我几个，那下次我请假可以用到，就是一直用不同的方式来问，
对，一直问啊。那你问完说要请假之后，他会问你啊，他会提醒你说，哎，请假可以吗？但是你要找职务代理人啊。
职务代理人。
对，他会说 You need to find coverage。You
need to find coverage。
coverage 一样，就是 cover 的名词嘛，就是他可以去代理你
cover 你嘛
的这件事情。Alright， 所以呢，你可以说 I will find coverage for my shift。I
will find coverage for my shift。
shift 的话就是你那一轮班，
那
一班这样，我会找到代替我轮班的人。
可是呢，主管也有可能问你，哎，你要请年假。或是这个请假要干嘛？
请休假
请休假要干嘛？对不对？
问他的计划嘛，哈，
是啊，
我们就可以说 Any plans for your annual leave?
Any plans for your annual leave?
对你年假有什么计划呢？
环岛旅行，跟家人
还不错。
对，
你可以说 I'm going to travel around the island. I'm going to travel around the island with my family.
I'm going to travel around the island with my family.
对，
就通常就是拿出大富翁就开始环岛了。
对，哇，要环几次都可以。
哇塞，1
小时内就环完了。
来看今天的
Life action. Excuse me. Do you have a moment to discuss my annual leave?
Sure. When are you thinking?
Starting from next month, I need 2 weeks off.
Okay, I will grant your leave, but I need you to find coverage in advance.
Of course, Judy has agreed to cover for me.
Any plans for your annual leave?
Yes, I'm going to travel around the island with my family.
Travel around the island with your family? Wow! Enjoy your trip.